Hello everyone, let's talk something very interesting about dollar INR. I want to show you a few charts one by one. So let us look at this first chart. I'm comparing dollar INR with all other Asian currencies. So I have the Chinese yuan, I have the Korean won, Malaysian ringgit, and again with the dollar index and some other major currencies as well as euro and GBP. So I want to have a performance evaluation of how the rupee has weakened or gained vis-a-vis the dollar compared to the other Asian currencies as well as the major currencies. This is the chart that I wanted to show, a rebased chart of all currencies put together. I had talked about this some 3-4 months back, but I want to revisit this again and also show you some interesting developments that has happened in the last 4-5 months. Okay, so this is the rebased chart from the beginning of 2025 till now. So it's about slightly about 10 months plus data, and what we have seen is the general trend of the dollar falling. If you see the white line, which is the dollar index, the dollar has fallen. All the Asian currencies have gained, and even the stable Chinese yuan, they have gained a bit, but the dichotomy which I had talked about earlier, the rupee has weakened. Okay, the rupee has weakened by around 3.5% if you see from the beginning till now, which is like the first week of November. Okay, but this is not what I want to emphasize upon. I want to show you this as a backdrop that rupee has weakened, the dollar has fallen. I want to show more closely as to what happened in the last 3 to 4 months and not in the last almost like 10-11 months. So have a look at this chart. Now this is the same chart that I am looking at, dollar INR, the same currency pairs, Asian currencies as well as the major currencies, and I want to show you how things have changed since June till now. So this is about 4-5 months and not the 9-10 months which have been looked at the previous chart. So if you look at here, notice the white line. Okay, the white line is the dollar index. The dollar index was slightly static if you look at the white line, and here from here like September, October onwards, the dollar index has slightly gone higher. Again look at the white line. So here when the dollar has gained, the rupee should have weakened. Now the rupee has remained weak around 3.5%, but look at some other currency pairs. Look at how JPY has weakened. Look at how much the Korean won has weakened, and look at how much the GBP has weakened. Okay, so here in this last 3, 4, 5 months, rupee has weakened, which it was weakening earlier as well, but more than rupee, the Korean won, the Japanese yen and the British pound, they have weakened as well. So now rupee is weakening in tandem with the other, some of the other major Asian currencies as well as Korean won, which is again another Asian currency. So this is what has changed. Okay, the other currencies have also now started to weaken, and typically if you look at dollar INR, I will come to the dollar INR chart again. Here the rupee has not weakened much, rupee has gone static. Okay, and this is the period where the dollar index has gone higher from 96, 97 to 9900, almost a 3 to 4% increase in dollar index, but rupee has not moved at all, and some of the currencies have started to face the pressure. Okay, so that is the big change in 9-10 months when the dollar was declining and rupee should have gained, but rupee weakened, the big dichotomy, we have talked about that earlier. But here in the last 1 to 2 months, when the dollar index has gone higher, which means the dollar is recovering value and gaining value, the other currencies have started to weaken, but the rupee is holding its place, it's holding the fort, and rupee is not weakening. Let me come back to the dollar INR chart. Okay, that is the chart here. We have been following this chart for quite a while. Okay, now this is the period where I showed you in the previous slide, in the previous chart, how the dollar index has gone higher here. But when the dollar index has gone higher here, the rupee has not moved much. Rupee is more or less at the same level. In fact, in a small period here, which we covered a couple of weeks back, rupee had gained. Okay, in a strong dollar scenario, rupee had gained a bit, but then again it has come back to the original level of 88, 60, 70, 80. And another thing what I wanted to show was also this particular period. Let me just clean this up. Okay, I want to show you this period where it had gone static, which was around middle of September to middle of October, and we have come back to that level again in the early part of this month, late October and early November. We have again come back to the 88, 60, 80 levels. Also look at this band. I want to show you this Bollinger Band. Okay, so look at this band. Okay, the three lines moving together, they are either widening or converging, and now if you look at it, they have started to converge. Okay, this band has started to converge. This is here and this is here, and if you look at this period, it had converged again. This has gone higher, this has come lower, and now again if you look at this period, it is converging. Now what does a converging Bollinger Band mean? That the volatility is reducing. So volatility reducing means the options, dollar INR options are going to be cheaper. So that is a very good insight, and that is something which dollar exporters and importers can look to take hedging positions. Okay, since the spot is very high, very good for exporters, dollar exporters can look to use forwards to hedge their positions, and they can also use vanilla options to diversify their risk. And since volatility is lower, vanilla options are going to be cheaper for them. And for dollar importers, since the spot is very high, it is negative adverse to them. So there is no point in doing much of forwards and locking in such high prices. So what you can do for all dollar importers, you should look to do vanilla options. And as I said, and as I showed with the Bollinger Bands, that the volatility is slightly lower, so your option premiums are going to be cheaper. Okay, so that is an added advantage in doing vanilla options at this point of time for all dollar importers to hedge. So even though, let me just point out one final thing, even though bands have converged, okay, and volatility is lower, remember it is historic volatility. That does not tell that the future volatility is going to be lower. Markets are ever dynamic and it is going to be very volatile. So it is always better to remain hedged rather than keeping unhedged exposures. So that is it from my side, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. For more such insights, please join our WhatsApp community.